first look at Android Q Beta 1. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to get notified of new videos. Hey peeps, what's up? Munchie here, back with another video, and in this video, we're going to have our first look at Android Q Beta 1, which Google just rolled out a few hours ago for the Google Pixel devices, including the first generation Google Pixel. Right off the bat, the first thing which you will notice is that Android Q has a bit of rounded stuff. So if we go into settings, as you can see, the edges were a bit rounded. I will of course slow this down for you peeps so that you can have a better look. And if you go into the recents, you will again see that the edges are a bit rounded. Let us now dive into settings. First thing you will notice about settings is that you have a new icon for Wi-Fi. Instead of the solid Wi-Fi icon, you now have 3 lines for the Wi-Fi icon. Next thing, if you go into network and internet and click on your Wi-Fi and then click on the settings icon, you will get 2 options, forget and share. If you click on share, it will generate a QR code for your Wi-Fi. You have to enter your PIN code. So there it is, a QR code for my Wi-Fi. You can share this with any of your friends who are on Android Q. Once your friend has gotten the QR code for your Wi-Fi network, they can go into their Wi-Fi settings. Once they have selected the appropriate Wi-Fi network, they can click on this new icon over here and you will get an option to scan the QR code. Pretty nifty feature in Android Q. Next up, we have connected devices. If you go into connection preferences, you will see that you do not have the option for Android Beam. So my guess is that Google is doing away with Android Beam. Next up, we have apps and notifications. If we go inside Chrome, you will see new options. The first one is open, uninstall, and force stop. So you have these 3 options over here, and you also have how many notifications you are getting from Chrome. I guess they are pulling this from digital well-being. If you click on permissions, it will clearly show you that Chrome is allowed location access and it is not allowed, or it is being denied access to camera, contacts, microphone, and storage. So you have that separation, which makes it easier for anybody to comprehend. Another new thing which I noticed in apps and notifications is that if you click on advanced and then you click on default apps, you have a new option called roles. Inside this you have call screening app, SMS app. So I'm not sure what Google is trying to achieve over here, but maybe in the newer Android Q beta builds we will see what roles is all about. Next up in settings we have battery, and if you click on battery saver, you click on set a schedule, you have this another option called based on your routine. This is an additional option to based on percentage. So based on routine mentions battery saver turns on if your battery is likely to run out before your next typical charge. I guess some AI from Google wherein they automatically check at what time you put your phone to charge, and if they detect that your battery is going to drain before you put your phone to charge, it will automatically turn on battery saver again. Back into battery saver, for all you peeps thinking that Android Q does not have system-wide dark theme, you can of course enable it through ADB commands, but if you don't want to do that, just click on turn on now. Your UI will restart and bam, there we have it, system-wide dark theme in Android Q. Recents is themed, your volume panel is themed, your power menu is themed, everything is themed. Let's open the settings application, and there it is, settings application is also themed. So if you want to try dark theme on Android Q, just enable battery saver. Next up in settings we have display, and click on advanced. Google has removed the option of changing the device theme based on the wallpaper because I think they are preparing for system-wide dark theme. However, ambient display has now changed to lock screen display. So you will not find ambient display, you will see lock screen display. If you click on this guy, you have 2 separate sections, what to show and when to show, whether you want always on ambient display or you do not want always on ambient display. Let's enable always on ambient display or always on lock screen display as they call it now, and have a look at what we have new over here. So for starters, your battery percentage has moved to the top right of the screen. Previously in Android Pie it was over here. Next thing, when you swipe up to unlock your phone, you do not have the clock over here anymore, and this OK button has been themed as well based on the accent color which I have selected in developer options. We'll have a look at that down the line in this video. Nothing much to talk about or nothing new in sound and storage. We do have a new option called privacy. First option in privacy is app permissions. Within app permissions, let's click on camera. And again, you have clear segregation or differentiation of what all apps have access to the camera and what all apps do not have access to the camera. Previously in Android Pie, you had toggle switches with the application name and the toggle switch on the right, but with Android Q, Google is looking to change all of that. If you need to allow or deny, so if we click on Chrome, we can now allow Chrome access to the camera by clicking on this guy, or you can go ahead and deny it. I'm not sure why you have the open, uninstall and force stop icons over here. I guess it's just a beta build and Google will remove this in the final Android Q build. Also in privacy, you have what content you want to see on the lock screen, and you also have the autofill service from Google which you can manage from here. Going back, we have location and security have been split up into two separate options. Going into location, clicking on app permissions, we have three separate sections: allowed, allowed only while in use, and denied. Clear segregation that what all apps have access to my location always. This is the allowed section. Then what all apps have access to my location only when they are being used or only when they are in the foreground. This is the allowed only while in use. And then you have the denied section. If you install a new application which wants access to your location, you will have a new pop-up. So if I open the camera application, it asks me what kind of access or what kind of location access I want to provide to this application. Allow all the time, allow only when the app is in use, or deny. Again, Google stressing on privacy in Android Q. Nothing new which I found in security, accounts, accessibility, digital well-being, and Google system and about phone have also been broken up into two separate options. Let us first go into about phone, and if you click on the Android version, the Easter egg is still from Android Pie. Do note this is Android Q beta 1, so down the line pretty sure Google is going to change the Easter egg. Another new option which Google has added in about phone is uptime. Let us now go into system. You have your options for gestures, and you have swipe up on home button which will enable your Android 9.0 Pie gestures with the back button, but XDA had a leaked build of Android Q which did not have the back button, and in that build Google had implemented full screen gestures without this back button. So I'm pretty sure that down the line in the upcoming Android Q betas, and do note Google has 6 Android Q betas planned, they will move over to full screen gestures, and this back button which looks ugly and out of place will be gone for good. Another thing which I noticed new is that if you click on flip camera, you have this new animation or this new face which I don't think so was present in Android Pie. Next up in system, if you click on advanced, we have developer options, and this is where the maximum fun is in my opinion in Android Q. Now to enable developer options, you need to go back, go into about phone, scroll all the way down and click on the build number 7 times. You will get a message that you are now a developer. Once you get that message, go back, go into system, click on advanced, and bam, there we have it, developer options. First thing you want to do is scroll all the way down and look for theming. Over here you can change the accent color. You can see right now I'm using the green accent color. You have multiple options: device default, black, green and purple. Let's select purple, and bam, there we have it, purple accent color in the building, and everything changes. Your quick settings, panel icons, the background changed, your volume, slider, accent color changed. What else do we have over here? You have the option of changing the font. You can use device default or source sans pro, new font in the building. You can also change the icon shape if you want. You have device default, teardrop, UI will again restart, And there we have it, teardrop icons in the building, even on my desktop. Other interesting options in developer options are force desktop mode. I do not have a cable to check whether it is working or not, but from what I have read, it is not working right now, but you can expect it to work in the final version of Android Q. Could be a replacement for Samsung DeX baked into ASOP. Then you have enable freeform windows. If you enable this guy, go into recents, click on this guy, you have the option of freeform. It doesn't do anything, but you still have the options. I think Google is going to implement something new with this freeform option. Two more options which are new in developer options are trust agents only extend unlock and lock screen when trust is lost. So trust agents only when extend unlock. If enabled, trust agents will keep your device unlocked for longer but can no longer unlock a locked device. And lock screen when trust is lost. If enabled, the device will lock when the last trust agent is lost. Some other new things which I noticed in Android Q are if you slide down on your notifications, you will get this until 11:30 p.m. So this I assume is telling me how long my battery is going to last. So swiping left, you cannot dismiss your notifications. You have two options whether you want to block these notifications, show them silently, or keep alerting. And you also have the snooze option. So right now it is snoozed for an hour. You have the option of choosing 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 2 hours, or you can simply undo it. So to dismiss a notification in Android Q, you have to swipe right. You have no other option. Other than that, you have a new look for the Files application. It is material themed now, and you can filter content based on images, documents, audio, videos. And as per Google, they have made the share menu faster. So if you click on share, the menu should pop up a bit faster. Again, I do not have too many apps loaded on my Android Q build right now, so I'm not sure whether it is faster or not, but as per Google, the share menu should now be faster. Another new thing which I noticed is that if you go into settings and you search your settings for game driver preferences, you have this new option called game driver preferences. Again, I'm not sure what it does, but this is something new in Android Q. That's it for this video, peeps. I hope my video helped you. Likes, shares and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.